Sports. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the South Florida Bulls, facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Bulls will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down for this offense. Quick handoff. At the 35, he's loose. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Commodores want to move quickly. To the ground, he's got it again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Get set.
Now the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
Out, 55 weak.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
The Commodores line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch here. A first down for the offense. Going with the ground game left. Open space at the 25. Can anyone catch him? And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment. You know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He makes a grab, takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulls. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you, and attack them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dialing up a second down pass play. Quarterback moving. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Doors! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Getting set for the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Still on the 35-yard line after that incompletion. Here comes 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Oh, man, those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays. There's nothing you could say positive about that.
Wide out in motion. Well, jet sweep pass. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Looking for a crease to the left. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is...
And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, South Florida.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll run it from the gun. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, South Florida 14, Vanderbilt.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Get set, get set.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On second down, he'll let it fly. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Yeah.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll throw it on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Wants to throw on second down. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. Third and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert.
42, Spider.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. Makes a grab enough for the first. Touchdown, Commodores! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. and it's perfect. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend.
Florida
State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Doak Campbell Stadium, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Louisville. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Going to the running game. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
On second down, just keeps firing. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback doing that to your defense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
That's a good job by the dragger out there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Looking to throw for it. Finds his tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver shows motion. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Snags it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Touch pass on the run. Tripped up for the tackle. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here.
Oh.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he missed it. No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making instead.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
USF.
Line gets set. First down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
You gotta love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now. You're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're gonna be pinning their ears back.
Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble and throws. Another incompletion on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
South Florida, 17. Vanderbilt, 14.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Brings up second down.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
With the score, South Florida, 17. Vanderbilt, 14.
And the Commodores will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside is 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field.
Yeah, I'm
They
gonna
start
say
this
four.
third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those
Can you
mistakes.
turn that off, Ken? It's
Good
already
spot
slow
after
enough
that
as it is.
7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Quick pass on the fly motion. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
No,
I love the idea.
soon as I get done
and
with
I
this
love
game,
just
buddy, you can do
finding
whatever.
ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you
This
blow the screen
is
pass
the
if you're on defense. You got to hit the
final
quarterback
first down.
fast.
Or
force
second,
the
let's go for it.
incompletion.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided.
He'll take a shot. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, USF.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. He'll call for the fair catch here. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that
It's
now.
not this and that. It wasn't nothing to go.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and
You
you
gotta keep
score
all the
so
stuff
quickly,
off
it's
the
not that
internet.
big of a deal to get down 10. You
It
keep being you,
picks up
keep
the
being aggressive.
speed.
Give to the back. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum, so next week we play a little bit better football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late.
3:25.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
Fair catch called for and made. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Quickly to the tight end. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Going up top on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The aerial assault continues. He's got his man. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Commodores are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unleashes one. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. What a grab and go for the score. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Washington. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one. He's got it on the right. Running toward the tape. Touchdown Bulls. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
On second down, looking again to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
On third down, he drops to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, South Florida 31, Vanderbilt 21.
No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Motion from the offense. He's going to pass on second down. On the run, still looking. Caught in the backfield, it's Staley. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
The Bulls will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Took a shot as he threw. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Brock. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Blasted as he lets it go. And the ball is intercepted. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown Bulls. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
Florida, 38. Vanderbilt, 21.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. On the move from inside his own 20. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse. And they got him for the sack.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it down the left side. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Commodores with the 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to the air one more time. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it, and the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Big opportunity for this defense to get a stop and maybe get the ball back on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He's going to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets rid of it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Let's see if both sides are content to just let this half run out. The offense takes a knee. Defense still has all 3 timeouts. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.